Since I made one yesterday, my thing is still broken. I'm gonna get one later. I bought this months ago, should I say, and it's broke, so I'm not hanging it up right now. And I really don't want to get another one because damn, this costs like $30. But anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened from yesterday. It's over and I really can't think about it. And I in real life let it go, but I'm trying to just explain it back because I did talk about it yesterday. Confronting a white parent. I think apparently the dad was there today in front of me, but I don't know. This is what I be talking about with kids. I just be wanting to defend and speak up for my son. My kid's so bad. My son just told me when we pulled up to the school again that was the kid again in front of him. And I'm looking at him like, shit, why are you telling me this? Like, you trying to start something like for what? But I need to know that for. It's already over. But he just let me know, just to let me know. I appreciate that because he's watching them too now. Because I was telling him, just leave these kids alone. When they do something like that, leave them alone. I tell all my kids that. Leave people alone. Because then they going to want to come back later when they see you getting A's or doing something that they deem is cool later. Leave them alone. Let them have a little moment where they think they right at their little 11-year-old self or 7-year-old self. Y'all will be wrong and they'll be wrong. Show them that they're wrong. Because y'all kids need to have accountability more in y'all life. A lot of y'all kids, we live in a different community. I'm going to keep bringing that up. In a white area where that does matter. There's a lot of school shootings going on. That does not happen in black communities. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for nothing. But I apologize. I tell people that. It just doesn't happen in black communities. So I need to make sure my kids is on point with their self-esteem. And I need to make sure that their friends and who they choose to be around has higher self-esteem than they could based off of their own self-esteem and how they translate it to other people around them. But also I want to make sure that other kids that are not around kind of has that too. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that's something I think about. I put that energy out there because, man, that's what's going to keep these tragedies from happening in our direction and your direction. But anyway, I digress. He said that it was the kid in front of him, and I'm looking through the window because it's a different car. I'm like, wait, are you sure it's sick? Because you told me yesterday it was them, and then, she responded so well. I told you I was wrong for not even asking her name, the kid name, but apparently that really was him. Anyway, I'm going to get to the rest. And I'm like, all right, well, it's a different car. He was like, yeah, it's a different car. All right, cool. Well, I don't look at the dad. And I'm like, I don't care. I wanted it to be a dad yesterday. If it's the dad dropping them off today, whoop-de-doo. Ain't nobody going to come up to you and tell you nothing, dad or mom. I'm not going to come in and talk to you about nothing again. Like, nothing again. So you could come and bring dad. I did the same thing, though. I did the same thing, too. I would have done the same thing. If my wife dropped off my kids at school and some nigga, not even a nigga, like a black person, if a person, period, walk up to them and start talking to them about anything, I would do the same thing. I would have been there coming to school too. And I probably would have been taking them to school for the rest of the week now. I would have too, I get it. But it don't look like the dad came either way. It probably can't. I'm not even mad if he couldn't. I'm not trying to say, pull up. I'm not asking for you to come. I'm just saying, I still just showed the same amount of restraint, should I say. Now, what happened yesterday was, so I picked my son up and I was just telling him, like, let's just move from this and move forward because we already know what we're doing now. We clunking somebody's kid. We doing that. And that's what my son was going to do, but he was just so shocked, like he pushed him at the last second like that, right before he was about to leave, and he was just really thinking that the teacher was going to get him in trouble because it was like so obvious that he pushed him. But she did. So I'm like, okay. And I already told you about his teacher, where she do stuff like that. But anyway, I like his teachers. I'm always say that too. Yesterday, I forgot how I pulled it out of him because he gave me a big detail toward the end. He told me that the teacher did, all right, I'm throwing it out of order, but I'm just naming the things I remember him saying. Hey, look at him, lifting up his book bag, doing some weights. See him? Yeah. We used to do that in high school, Jay. I'm telling you, you can do the same thing. He probably don't play football. Yeah, he plays football. Yep, you can see his chests. He probably got a bunch of books in there. You can be doing that too, James. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You could, but we'll do that later. This summer, I'm telling you, you're gonna be training with me this summer in a good way. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna be a way where you're gonna be comfortable, want to do it every day, and it's gonna make your body feel good. You're young, so you already feel good when you're working out or doing your playful activities. But when we do it together, it's gonna be different. Just because I'm a little bit more structured, and we'll be going at a certain time of the day, and it just be me and you. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna switch out and take Sincere some days too, and take Messiah some days. But anyway, so he told me that he had that the teacher talked to him He said this first too, about she apologized and this and that, about her blaming him, I think she said. So I did appreciate that, but I had to ask, did she say that in front of all other kids? Did she say that in front of the other kid, in front of this other student? My son said no. Now I figured that was the case because I don't know why it's so hard to take two kids and just admit you was wrong to them. Why, I don't know. But to some adults, I guess, if you just show them that you was honest, they will be honest in their life too. These young people, I'm telling you, I don't understand why she's just going to take both of them and just tell her that she was wrong in front of both of them. But anyway, I digress. That's my way of teaching. It makes so much sense. But she went to the other kid too. I think she spoke to him before Sincere and said that, she can either put him on like 3 days, some type of detention or something like that. But she's definitely giving him sanctions for it. And I really appreciate hearing that from him and my side. I said, Sincere, were you happy with that? Like, is it we feel better about something being done about it? And he was like, yes, he had a big smile on. I'm like, that's what I'm looking for. That's good. As long as we know that justice was served, this ain't no crime or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, as long as it was, served in his favor, he got to feel like he did something right. Now, I told him, too, you got to be on point. Keep doing the good work. Keep improving. Just because we have 2 more weeks of school, keep improving and keep doing better. Don't stay stagnant. All right, see you later. Have a good day.
All right, see you, Dad.
What? I gave you the hoodie to take.
Yeah. Sister took it.
What? I gave it to you. You're not going to wear my hoodie every day?
How about it? Just the hoodie looks small.
I gave you the blue one. Why did Sincere take it? All right, Sincere's supposed to take that one. All right, see you later.
See you, Dad.
You wear mine. So, I was like, all right. He said that, and then I was feeling good about that, but then I'm just sitting in my brain, I'm like, why is she saying this today? The same day I spoke to the teacher, the same day the principal was outside, the same day all this. Why is she doing all this today? Tuesday. This event happened Friday. Why didn't she say it Friday? Why didn't she use her brain and say it Friday? Okay, she didn't think my son was going to come back and tell me? You teachers y'all gotta chill. Yeah, our kids are going to tell us what happened. But this is why it's important for y'all parents to make sure y'all kids are on point. I'm talking about on point with their work, so you're not aggravating and disrespecting, most importantly, the teachers. These are our heroes. I say this in every video, no matter what I said. These are our heroes. My sister was a teacher. My great aunt was a school teacher in the school system for over 20 years, retired. Come on now. Like, even when I didn't have that, I love teachers. Like, I respect teachers. I didn't like some too, but I don't, mostly, you heard all the love I just said. Come on now. We need to be doing that for them. And we can't do that if your kid going to school being a nigga. Let me see, so you can see my face when I say it. Being a nigga. You can't do that. White kid, black kid, whoever. You can't get done. We need to be focusing on that. Yes, I trust me, it burns us parents up to want to figure out some type of solution to an issue inside the school that we didn't start. And we know that we can just tell the teacher and let them resolve it. It burns us up. Of course, the teachers know that. And they know that. But it's saying I burn the teachers up too when they tell us about stuff going on with the student and we don't respond. I get it. But us too, vice versa. Because when it comes to like violent type of things, it's like, come on now, y'all teachers, y'all school ain't handling stuff right. Be honest. Be honest with the kids. Don't have them coddled and sheltered. Like, stop. Definitely not my son that's young and black with long dreads. Definitely not my son. Don't do it with none of these boys, these young boys. Tell them about themselves. Break them down. Make them feel bad. Yeah. I mean, maybe that might not be the right method. That's how it worked for us as young black men where we came up. In the time we came up, 2001 to 2007. Come on now. It's common sense. As long as you have good intent, it won't be no problem. But I'm going to end this because I'm about to get ready to resume to finish the rest of the story what happened yesterday. He told me that, then I asked, I said something, I assumed, what did I say? I assumed that the teacher didn't do nothing, or I assumed, dang, man, it was something, I'm really forgetting it because I really let it go because it is in my son's favor now. But my son told me something that it wasn't going to happen again or something. Oh, man, I can't believe I'm forgetting what he told me about. I might have to make that for another video. I might have to go back and work out. I wanted to go back and take a nap until I had to go back to work or go to work at 9. But gonna go ahead and just go ahead and work out, man. So I need to keep going. And it does feel good. I'm about to go back to switching it, adding running into my workout. Because that cardio, I need that cardio. I always liked cardio. I just haven't been doing much of it. I started it, but I haven't done it since I started it again. I've been working out though, but I haven't done the cardio. But I really want the cardio because I need that. We all need cardio, I feel like, endurance. I've been doing that most of my life, and I feel like I'm in the shape and the breath and the endurance I had because of that. So I respect cardio. I understand a lot of people may not like it, but I like cardio a lot. Man, I'm trying to over-talk. So I'm trying to remember what my son also told me. Dang. So let me think of everything. We got out the car, and I told her that. Oh yeah. So I'm like, why she ain't talk to him on Friday when she seen you on the ground? Because I still believe, like, just because if you turn around and see a kid on the ground, you got to find out what happened. Like, just figure out whatever's happening or what happened and blah, blah, blah. She didn't do that. So that was already upsetting. Then Monday come, my son tells me, so I'm holding on to it. And I'm like, I could bring this up without feeling like my son, you know what I mean? Because my son does do good in school. We should be able to bring up anything as parents. So I brought it up to the parent in a respectful way, very, very respectful way. Most people just don't expect it to happen. But, of course, change happened now. I bet you nobody wants your black ass or my black ass talking to them again. It's fine with me. It's cool with me. Nobody should be doing that to my son. I'm telling you, as soon as my young black son, handsome son, does something, they're going to try and throw the book down on him. And I'm not letting it happen. Not letting it happen. I wouldn't let them get him Adderall. You think I'm going to let you do something to my son? You got twisted. But anyway, so she said that. And I'm like, all right, so she didn't do it Monday. And I'm like, she said, didn't you say the kid wasn't there Monday? That's why, because I asked him, did he come to school today? I asked him about his day, but I didn't tell my son that I was looking for him or thinking about him. I just asked him about did he ever see him or speak to him or get into anything with him. And when he said no, I'm like, all right, cool. So, and then I said, what about today? He did say he was there Monday, but he said it was like a half a day or something like that. He wasn't there the whole day. So I'm like, all right, well, if you're not there the whole day, what happened? Did you get to talk to him? He's like, no. He left or whatever. So that's cool. And mind you, I don't want my son to talk to him. It's just I do want them to figure it out because kids that do that, they're going to keep doing it. Kids that sneak it, they're going to keep doing it because they feel like it's right. If you get away with it once, they're going to keep doing it. They're just going to do it worse next time. Like, think about it. You get away with, I know most of y'all probably never did that. I never did that before either. I think I had when I was younger, but not in the way that these kids are doing it. But if you hit somebody and, and you get away with it by not getting in trouble from the teacher, and it's a sneak attack, yeah, you're going to keep doing it because you won. Like, it wasn't a loss for you. It was a loss for that kid. And that kid, yeah, he's hot at you, but technically by people's standards, you didn't get caught for it. So it don't matter if he's mad at you or not. Let him be in his feelings because how it looks, how it's projected is he was the one wrong. But we need to change that because that's corny. That's super corny. So apparently yesterday they all get to talking. They all get to understanding and having more understanding of what happened. Amazing how. Amazing. That's just amazing. But I'm on my son. I'm going to end this with this. I'm on my son and telling him he needs to be on point and continue to show respect to his teachers. Show respect to the other students. If you get disrespected, you disrespect back. Yes, you have to. Because I'm not building that in my house or in this world to being a little quivered or to type of coward. I don't know. I put two words together just now. Quivering and shaking, I guess. But no, we're not teaching that in there for no reason. It ain't happening. There's a lot of kids adults, men that do stuff and they hide their hand. We're not doing that. I'm not even teaching them to do that. I'm teaching them how to respond to the nonsense that he's happening to him. And that's what his father goes through every day. I go to mind my business, school, work, wherever I'm at, and I get nonsense just thrown at me, just different personalities. And there's nothing wrong with that. I get it. But when it's another person, like a Spanish person, not even Spanish, a white person, an Indian person, and they want to play a little more passive, relax, quiet side, it's cool for them to do it, but I can't do it. I can't play chill by myself. Why? You look at me like as something better than you? No, let me just do me. I don't got to be around you. I'm not even disrespecting you by not wanting to be around you. Just do you, let me do me. But people want to be around, they want to talk so much. I see that they ages, people want to talk so much, but they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. They don't want to hear about you, your story, but they want to share the stupid stuff that they got going. They want to put that stuff in your brain. I'm a big person of energy. I don't let people just rattle at the mouth around me. I try not to. I really do. When they do, I listen to it, and I have to take it with a grain of salt. 'Cause I'm like, man, I'm going to be here for a few minutes in this moment, having listened to them, and then I'll be done, going to do something else, because I just don't be liking that, man. I'm big on energy. You coming to me talking about some nonsense. I mean, I joke too, but at the same time, I'll do it because I might be comfortable with the person. So if I see that person is comfortable with doing it, then I'm going to do it. But most people just do it because they normal to doing it like that. That don't need to be making me feel comfortable. It just be making me feel like, but what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, let's do something else with our time. I know you ain't got kids, so I know, I can walk around being serious. I got something else I want to talk about too. I'm going to talk about it in the tomorrow video part, because I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute. I had white people tell me that I was walking around with a stick up my ass because I you know what I mean? You know the term, walking around with a stick up your ass. I guess you cocky or arrogant or upset at people. No, my standards was different. A lot higher than most people's, or yours in particular. And then nothing wrong with that. So I was told I could have got laid. I didn't get straight up told like that, but I remember seeing girls come through, and then some people would be like, where I work at, and they'd be like, oh yeah, man, she be talking about, she always asks about you. I say, oh man, you know, like, you know I'm married. That person saying that, you know I'm married. So I'm just wondering where this is going, because people do that. They do ignorance, so they know you married, but then they don't want to. They want to figure out where it's going. Like, they want to test you. Like, it's ignorant. I don't do that. I don't do that. My experience of being married was actually lovely. Like, I've been across the world with my wife, been in dangerous situations with my wife, and I love her before that, and because of that, with that. A lot of people may not have that, so that's why they want me to just go ahead and just willy-nilly talk about her. Cause they do that to my wife too, though. They'll bring up other dudes. They'll bring up penis size. I remember my wife telling me they asked, like, they was all showing their husband's penises to each other. My wife looked at them like, what? And this was at some little, like, at the bar party for a wedding that they had, like, a few days later. She didn't go to the wedding, but she went to a little party they had for them. And it was at a little, whatever, a little get-together, a little bar or something. And I'm like, man, I'm saying people just talk, and they're used to that. And then later on, they wonder why they don't have a friend, because you said something to somebody that they didn't like. Like, come on now. People always forget what they say to people to make you forget, to make you act different. Like, I know how to read the lick. I'm not stupid. I really ain't. And I just know what's important in my life. And what you talking about is not important in my life. It's just not. You telling me or feeling like I need to get laid because that girl likes me. And when she comes through here, she likes me. But I show her respect. What do you show her? Like, you want to get better at flirting with her each time? What? I don't know. There's a difference between us. Respect that difference. Stay the fuck away from me. I've been working good on not cursing, but that shit is aggravating, bro, for real. Because people don't know how to just be themselves. They don't work hard. They be lazy, and they just run their mouth. And they just want women to fall for them or something like that. Or they expect they know everything about you. Like, you look at me, I'm handsome. Like, no cocky, no funny. Most people don't know nothing about that. There's an automatic attraction with that. Now, I've been dealing with it all my life. I've been married for a long time, so you don't know how I handle nothing. Don't assume that I'm going to do something worse. Don't assume that I'm not going to be faithful, because you not, and you won't. Like, these people got to be so fucked up when I be having it. I can't stand it. And they make me cut them off. I don't care if they're in a leadership position or what. I'll never forget that. And then there be people that think I'm walking around with a stick up my ass because they walk around lazy and make you get more work. I've always said this too. Anybody that brings more work for you to do, yeah, we're not gonna have a good term. It's just not gonna happen. Because I'm not doing that for you. I'm not doing that. I'm picking up slack. I'm not leaving slack for you to pick up. That's important for me, man. I'm saying I'm dealing with that every day. And then that goes back to what the veterans working with, you know, civilians type of things. Because our standards are a little different. I get it, but at the same time, it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't be like that. The standards are very different, and that's only what a person that's been in the military could say compared to somebody else now. And I was in the military 10 years ago. Yeah. I was in the military 10 years ago. And it was a little tougher back then, because I see right now, when I watch some of these boot camp videos, they just real nice. Like, all the branches, they're a lot nicer than they was. Like, when I was in, we had a red card. It was a card that they put up in the air that they gave all of us, or we get to go to, and we could put it up in the air. We felt like we was being too hurt or too disrespected or too harassed. You was looked at as a joke if you ran over there and grabbed that card. By the RDCs too. They would make it appear like a joke too. If anybody come over and get it, we gonna get the whole platoon. But I'm just saying, like, it just, whatever, it don't matter. Like, that stuff is good. That stuff is good. And I'm raising my kids like that. I'm raising them to love on the person that they have that's riding and supporting them, not hate on them. See the difference when they see people out and about talking to them and not understanding what they go through. Because that happens to me every single day. That's why it's easier for me to make decisions. The same decision where it seems like I'm curving you, playing you out. That's exactly what I'm doing. It's easy for me to do that because I don't give a fuck about you. I don't. We work together. We're here for a certain reason. So why do I have to cater to anything that you got going on? I don't. That's just the entitlement that you have that makes you feel like I got you. I don't, and I won't. So fall back. And I'm gonna finish this. I got a lot more videos to make. I love sharing these videos and talking to y'all. But till next time, I'm about to go work out. I'm gonna take a nap, but cause I went to bed at like 10:30. But I'm gonna go work out because I gotta keep my body healthy. Weed is doing good for me and helping me in a lot of ways, pain relief ways. But don't need this. I have the tools right in front of me, working out. Plus, I got a big goal. I'm trying to look good by the time I get back to my hometown, North New Jersey. Go see my old community center that they multi-million-dollar renovated. I can't wait to see it. I want to go in there looking good. I want to be able to show my cousin I've been improving. You know what I mean? I can't wait because we compete all the time, do push-ups in the bathroom. I got somebody at my job doing push-ups in the bathroom. They used to laugh at me for doing push-ups in the bathroom. It's cool, though. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm about to get ready to go. It's 7:40. Got to get it in. One.